Patrick Star's hilarious cluelessness, laziness, and childlike innocence make him a lovable idiot. However, behind that goofy charm is something much darker. A sociopath, a menace to society, Patrick has committed numerous crimes, from helping a monster destroy his best friend's home to exploiting another friend just to make some quick cash. Here's every time Patrick Star deserved to be locked up. Patrick's idiocy nearly causes the destruction of the Bikini Bottom. At first, it seems like it was just another day for Patrick. He's playing around, minding his own business, nothing unusual, right? Well, that is until he comes across a few jugs of radioactive waste. Patrick, in his typical fashion, pulls the rubber stopper out of the jugs, thinking that he could add it to his rubber collection. Hey, yo, this is a kid's show. What are we talking about here? Honestly, it's a miracle he didn't try to eat the radioactive waste. Of course, removing the rubber stopper allows green radioactive goo to seep inside the coral around the jugs. And guess what? We get a monster. A giant coral monstrosity. And what does Patrick do next? He decides to make the monster his new best friend. Patrick even taught the monster how to use a snow globe.
Just gotta turn it upside down. See?
And oh yeah, they sniff each other's armpits. Not sure how that's fun, but this is Patrick we're talking about. Anything that doesn't involve putting the fries in a bag is fun for him. At this point, any sane person would think, okay, maybe this has gone too far. But no, Patrick in his infinite wisdom climbs into the monster's mouth and decides to take it to the city. And the first stop was SpongeBob's house. As you might expect, things go terribly wrong. The monster destroys Patrick's house, and of course, Patrick is just laughing and having a great time. And shortly after that, the monster destroyed SpongeBob's house. Gary the snail barely escapes using a parachute hidden inside his shell. Squidward's house is next, and before long, the entire Bikini Bottom is in ruins, while Patrick still thinks everything is funny.
Just 1 minute. This is my friend. If you want to get to him, you're gonna have to go through me. We're prepared to do that.
Now, let's just put aside the fact that Patrick is the reason the monster exists in the first place. His actions directly led into the destruction of the Bikini Bottom. And did he go to jail for this? No. No one's even mad that their house got turned into 1,000 smithereens. But someone does have something to say about Patrick's next crime. In the episode Stuck in the Ringer, Patrick shows us just how terrible of a friend he can be. On the surface, it may not seem like a crime, but the way Patrick goes about it is wicked. The episode starts with SpongeBob taking a shower and afterwards drying off in his ringer because, well, he's a sponge. But then he slips on a rubber duck, sent flying into the bathroom. Guess whose rubber duck it was? Yup, Patrick's. Patrick eventually shows up looking for his rubber duck. Oblivious as ever, Patrick is thrilled to find his toy and doesn't notice SpongeBob is stuck until SpongeBob says something.
I hate to interrupt your reunion, but I kind of need your help over here.
What do you need, SpongeBob?
Well, I'm a little stuck, if you know what I mean.
Stuck? I can help with that. Okay. Oh, there. There you go, buddy. Now you're stuck forever.
But instead of helping his friend, Patrick pulls out Forever Glue and makes SpongeBob's situation even worse. Like, seriously, glue? How about some of Diddy's baby oil or anything remotely helpful? Now, SpongeBob is stuck for good. And even then, Patrick doesn't even leave SpongeBob alone. Patrick continues being, well, Patrick, giving SpongeBob more injuries to deal with. Finally, SpongeBob snaps and crashes out on Patrick. But does Patrick take accountability? No. He runs off crying. And to make things worse, other fish gang up on SpongeBob, making him feel like the bad guy. Unbelievable. In the end, Patrick's tears somehow melt the Forever Glue and free SpongeBob. But seriously, crying underwater and tears melting glue that's supposed to last forever? But let's be real, attempted murder, even unintentional, is still a crime, right? Why was Patrick not thrown in jail for this? Patrick doesn't only torment SpongeBob. Oh no, Squidward has been a victim too. In the episode Restraining SpongeBob, Patrick ensures Squidward's dream of peace and quiet to turn into an absolute nightmare. After SpongeBob's well-meaning yet annoying attempts to help cause Squidward to get injured, Squidward takes a restraining order on SpongeBob, but the situation only gets worse when Mr. Krabs decides to hire Patrick as a go-between. Big mistake. Patrick takes his role way too seriously, following Squidward everywhere. He even follows him to the bathroom. Things get even even worse when Patrick uses Squidward's clarinet as a toilet plunger. And yet again, Patrick does not get punished. He just laughs it off while Squidward's life is crumbling. Just when you thought Patrick couldn't be even more of a menace, we have Ink Lemonade. In this episode, Patrick is no longer just a nuisance. He's a full-blown con artist, and Squidward has become his target again. Patrick opens a lemonade stand, but instead of selling lemonade, he tries to scam people with plain old water. When Squidward calls him out, Patrick scares him into producing ink, which Patrick then sells as lemonade. It was an instant success, which caused him to go above and beyond to terrify Squidward.
I hate
Even setting up a haunted house outside his door just to get more ink. Squidward is literally driven insane. Also, Patrick can make a quick buck. This isn't just stupidity anymore. This is straight up exploitation. And once again, Patrick faces zero consequences. If it was up to me, I would throw him in the same cell as P. Diddy. Y'all can party together. The growing trend in this video has been Patrick's disregard for valuable property. He's like a plague that destroys everything he touches. In the episode The Card, Patrick takes his nonchalance to a new level and makes his best friend go through emotional damage. The episode starts with SpongeBob withdrawing money from the bank so that he could purchase some trading cards that were on sale. SpongeBob finds Patrick checking out a counting book, yes, a book filled with numbers, as he discovered that the pack of cards he had just opened are worthless. He then learns of a super rare platinum holographic animated talking number 54 card, of which there's only 5 in existence. There was one on display which SpongeBob tried to buy, only to be told by the clerk that it wasn't genuine and that he can only find his rare card by buying the card packs. Sounds a lot like NBA 2K. SpongeBob starts buying all the packs only to run out of money with just one pack left, and that's when Patrick decides that he's giving up on the counting book and will buy the last pack. SpongeBob was just unfortunate because this exact pack has the super rare trading card that he wanted so badly. But here's the kicker. Patrick actually has all of the 5 cards in existence in that one pack, but he doesn't tell that to SpongeBob. He shows SpongeBob that he has the card right away and instantly started picking his teeth with it. Horrified, SpongeBob starts talking about how valuable the card is. SpongeBob is determined to keep the card safe from Patrick's carelessness. When they got home, Patrick offered the card to SpongeBob, saying how much it meant to him, but he asked if he could keep it for the rest of the evening. Bro, Patrick, you literally have 4 more. Why are you being like this? To be honest, it's hard to say if Patrick just doesn't care or if he's terrorizing SpongeBob on purpose. This level of ignorance just feels intentional. For the rest of the evening, Patrick puts the card through an ordeal that eventually destroys it. He used the card as a key to his house, he used it to clean the grill, and he even had the nerve to set it on fire. He then makes dinner and goes to use the card as a plate, covering it in melted cheese and using it as a napkin. As the day came to an end, the card exploded into dust just when Patrick finally decided to hand it to SpongeBob.
Oh, it's ruined!
SpongeBob, what's wrong?
No, I'll never have Mermaid Man card number 54, the special talking one!
In legal context, knowingly damaging property, especially after you've been told its worth, qualifies as reckless endangerment or property destruction. Most people have went to jail for crimes lesser than that. Which of these crimes do you think is well deserving of a lifetime sentence from Patrick? And if there's a crime that I missed in this video, be sure to comment it down below. And if you've enjoyed this video, click the video that's on your screen right now where I talk about SpongeBob's weirdest moments. Oh yeah, subscribe.